so the preview footage for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is out, and I played the Prime remake like 2 years ago, and I loved it. So I'm actually fairly excited about this game. I want to watch the trailer with you guys, because I think that they just released another big one, a really, really big trailer. It kind of goes into like more in-depth into the game a little bit, because I do think that Metroid Prime as a game was delightful, and from what I've seen of it so far, it looks like it's going to be a really, really good time, especially on the Switch too. So let's watch the trailer for it, because there's definitely stuff to talk about, but apparently there might be some issues.
He's right behind me, isn't he? I knew it.
This isn't the Nintendo Switch 2 version of the game. Look at that, that looks beautiful. Already I'm loving the look of this.
Explore when the Galactic Federation UTO Research Center is attacked by arch-rival Silex.
Oh, he has baby things that are cute!
Hunter Samus Aran answers their distress call and becomes
Hi,
entangled
Samus.
in an unexpected disaster.
Arch rival. Does she have one of those? I thought it was Dark Samus. Ridley. Well, yeah, besides Ridley, I mean. I don't see what problems are, because we're watching the trailer. There's no problems in the trailer.
Contain remnants of a civilization.
And it might be a problem. I'm not going to go outright and say that it is. It might be. It's going to be super fun, though. Yeah. I'm really glad that at the very least this trailer talks a little bit more about the game in general, instead of just showing a bunch of cool shots with dramatic music.
To find a way forward.
Ajolotes! God, if they're growing and you really, I'm gonna die of laughter.
Did you guys just see that? Those aliens are C-R-A-A-A-A-A-Z-Y. Did that just happen? Silex is right behind me, isn't he?
Stop. No, don't spoil it! As someone that has only gone into Metroid fairly recently, and I genuinely enjoyed Prime, this one looks really nice. Like, graphically, it looks very, very good.
Psychic abilities. Direct the control beam's trajectory with the power of your mind.
Also known as the mouse control.
Harnessing these abilities,
you just know that the concept art for like this was insane. This is one of the things that people actually are not so sure about, the motorcycle, but I kind of dig the motorcycle.
Various zones
I think it's a pretty cool way to get around.
Obtaining Viola, a machine left behind by an ancient civilization, you can freely traverse the roadless desert as you head for each zone.
Complimentary lesbian bike. There you go. I think that looks pretty good. Some people have had an issue with the bike. Here we go. But I think the bike is fine.
Some Galactic Federation troopers were also transported to Vuros. Follow distress signals to help the troopers.
See, this is one of the things that people might think might be an issue. I personally think having NPCs in a game might not be the worst thing, though. But we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of this in the next bit.
Well, if it's the only way off this rock, all right, I'm in. What do you say? It appears you require assistance.
Did that robot have a lisp? It's not a robot. I think it's a person.
And an unknown destiny await on planet Vuros. Samus and her allies' fight to survive is about to begin. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Available December 4th, only on the Nintendo Switch 2.
And that looks super cool, right? Okay. Well, now let me get into the meat and potatoes of what people might think the issue. So the preview footage has just come out. And the problem with the preview footage, which some people have actually gotten the chance to play it, is apparently, might be a problem, this guy. Meet Miles McKenzie. Now, I don't want to stereotype, but we look a little annoying, okay? But that's fine. NPCs are not exactly new to Metroid. They've been around. Like, Metroid Prime 3 had NPCs. So you would expect some other characters to come up on occasion. Completely fine. Valid, even. Despite the fact that Metroid Prime is a game that kind of, like, revolves around a very, like, isolated feeling, having NPCs around is actually not a harmful thing to the story. However, there have been some concerns from people about how these characters are handled. And at first when I heard about this, I was like, yeah, well, there's NPCs in the game, what about it? And then I saw some footage. Now, I know it's IGN. Let's fucking suspend our bias because we hate video game journalists for like 5 minutes. and listen not to what the IGN dude is saying, but what's actually happening on screen, okay?
After 8 years of
Keep in mind, this game has been in fucking development hell. Again, might be a problem, might not be, but let's see. Beyond chatty.
After tiptoeing through an eerie, condensed part of Fury Green, I came across a
Metroid fans kinda have a reactionary streak since other M and react hostilely to any sort of character interaction with Samus.
My thumbs down was a twofold response. A sign of derision at being called a lady, and a signal of my complete understanding of the mission orders.
I think that having NPCs in a game is okay, but depends on how you use them. The important thing about having NPCs, especially in a game like Metroid, especially in a game where I am assuming Samus doesn't say a word, is how NPC interactions are handled. And I think that this video kind of like brings up a potential problem.
What a mess. You're alone, on a planet, no hope of survival.
So let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cut.
But you're also not sitting next to Phil anymore in that cubicle,
Oh,
so...
the art style is... Nose!
Win?
Oh, jeez.
He didn't leave a great first impression.
No,
with this
that is actually
honestly
not a very good first impression, because when you initially hit me with a Marvel-style quip, when I meet a character in a game where the whole deal is Samus is trying to unravel a mystery and get through this planet and survive, I'm gonna be a little bit confused. You'd think that he would be taking the situation a little bit more seriously.
But then,
If it's okay with you, I'm gonna tag along.
I started to get a sinking feeling.
So,
Oh,
where
escort
to?
missions.
It might be a good idea to check the map and get our bearings.
In one sentence,
I am afraid that this fucking character is going to try and hold my hand the entire way through the game. I don't particularly mind NPCs, but if you are telling me what to do in a video game, I'm going to lose my shit. Let's see if he actually does get backseaty,
unwanted
though.
companion. That companion also instantly started chiming in on what I should be doing.
Oh, no.
Like Atreus to Kratos in God of War, or Aloy to Aloy in Horizon.
So when's the Miles McKenzie comic, then Lily
You know,
Gomez?
I feel like Samus would shoot him, honestly.
About to get real nerdy in here.
No, come on,
Or
don't ruin the
unwelcome hints
atmosphere.
that directly defy Metroid's spirit of exploration and discovery.
Missiles are effective. Sure with a hard shell, you know.
He
No,
would
okay,
scold
so
me
I
for
don't
not
know if
stopping
this
to-
is a Nintendo problem. Nintendo has been getting very handholdy with their fucking players in the past few years. And I did not think that Metroid needed to be a game where I had to be told where fucking to hold my hand. I played Prime like a fucking pro. I found everything. I didn't need anybody to tell me anything. I don't like the idea of having a character constantly telling me where things are at and where I need to go. Like, again, he might be here for the beginning and that's
this guy's
it.
probably just a tutorial.
I hope so. I hope so. Like, the hope is that he's just here for the tutorial to kind of like let you get your bearings and kind of like tell you where things are at, how things work, and then he fucks off. That's the ideal. I want people to know that my issue isn't there with being a companion NPC. Those are fairly common in video games, and apparently from what I hear, Metroid Prime P has them. It's how it's handled. It's the quippy Marvel-type humor that he's like trying to be like a nerdy dipshit that I don't like. The handholdy bits, I'm hoping, is just a tutorial, because it might be, honestly. But we know for a fact there's at least 6 of these NPCs. For so long as, like, they let me do my thing, I won't really have an issue with it.
Save my game.
Are you sure we don't need to use that?
Comment on everything I scanned.
Can you read that?
Because, like, I'm sorry, but if I want backseating, I'll just look at my chat. And with luck, this is the only character that's annoying. And with luck, he won't be there the entire time. We can't exactly write off Prime 4 because of, like, some preview footage that we've seen. That would be very silly. I'm gonna say it, if people are actually falling for this and exploding out of proportion and bringing the hype down to fuel Nintendo hate propaganda, you're a fool and an idiot for falling for it. Okay, calm down. Let's chill. People have been waiting for this game for a very, very long time. So this is like something that is highly anticipated and people already have some set ideas about it. Which means that when something comes in being completely different and it's not looking great to a lot of people, it's only natural people might get upset.
There's a lot of things to roast Nintendo over, but first-party game quality generally isn't one of them.
And I'm not
The
even
game will be
roasting
fine at
Nintendo
worst.
at all, personally. I think that this looks beautiful. My issue is with writing.
The obvious.
I can see the door, Samus.
And would scream whenever an enemy popped out of the ground suddenly. I promise I'm not cherry picking here. I was in complete disbelief at how Miles was constantly talking during gameplay, to the point where I dug around the settings menu to see if I could tone it down. The only
And
option I
IGN
found was
weren't
to
the
mute
only
voice
people
acting
worried about this,
entirely,
by the way,
but
because
don't see
I knew
myself
this
doing
was
that
going to
when the-
happen, because I knew that people have incredibly bad faith for game journalists, so I came prepared. I'm going to show you guys Arlo's reaction, because Arlo is a gigantic Metroid fan. He's been waiting for this for a long time. And he was also not happy about this.
11 years today.
What a mess.
Oh, he's been stunned into silence.
Are you still there?
I don't know why you sent me this. What is
The
this?
blank stare is killing me. It's kind of unhinged.
This is a clip from Metroid Prime 4.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Arlo, it is.
I don't know what you're doing here.
Basically, he couldn't really believe it at first, and he went to see the footage himself, and he was concerned about the writing more than anything else. Here's a more condensed take from Arlo, which I think kind of sums up what the concern might be.
If they don't say something about the gameplay, the Metroidvania formula, then they're gonna say it's the atmosphere, it's the feeling of isolation, it's the vibes.
Which I can agree with him.
I'm saying this. I
can agree with Arlo on the feeling of isolation and vibe. That was very prevalent in the Prime remake.
Every single person who has ever played a Metroid game knows this. And apparently, during the first significant chunk of this Metroid game,
That's the problem, that it's in the first bit. First impressions with gaming are so fucking important. And if the first impression is this game is gonna fucking handhold you and backseat you the whole way, some people might not want to play that. If I could turn it off, no problem.
Screams. And not only that, apparently this is basically like an escort mission. Like he tags along and you have to protect him and you can't leave him behind because if he dies, you get a game over. You're
that's one thing though, right? That's the thing that kind of tipped me off about the fact that the companions are here to stay. If one of these fucks dies, it's game over. You cannot lose Federation soldiers. And there are 6 of them, so there will be characters all throughout the game. Now, I'm kind of towards the side of more characters equals good, but that's because of how I like to work. I like character interactions. They make my job really easy. I do have one minor nitpick, though. Samus doesn't say a word. If someone is chatting at Samus, and Samus just gives them a thumbs up, I'm gonna be like, motherfucker, why doesn't she also speak? Sure, maybe have the guy being chatty, but have Samus be like, dude, shut the fuck up at one point, or like, say something, you know? Like, why doesn't Samus speak? But enough of this nonsense. I also have raw footage. Let's go see if this is really as bad as people say.
What? What now? Samus? Samus Aran? Hey! Hey, Samus Aran! I'm stuck! Help me out!
Oh, you're gonna die.
Please get me down. I'll just stay right here.
The schnoz, what the fuck is this? This is Metroid Prime 4.
Oh! I think it's working.
No, stop.
What was that? Not sound friendly.
Oh, dude, come on. I think the problem is that Miles might be genuinely kind of unlikable. This is incredibly Marvel, so like if you say that this is not Marvel-style humor, you're coping quite a bit, I'm sorry. And again, hopefully he's only around at the beginning and then the rest of the game you meet other NPCs and you can just stick around in peace, but not a strong start. I don't love this character.
We're good.
Put it away!
Thank you, Samus.
Speak, woman!
Miles McKenzie, engineer level 4.
Samus, at least be like Bet. He's trying to leave. He's trying to leave. He's like, well, we don't need this NPC anymore. Bye.
You know, shooting me isn't gonna get this to open any faster.
Are you shooting the NPC? Oh!
I just move shit with my freaking mind!
So, like, he is with you. This is an escort mission. He isn't walking around with you.
I've never seen anything like this. It's beautiful.
Oh, come on. No! I just felt myself fucking astral plane from the cringe. That was not necessary. Yeah, do stay out of her way.
It's safe to say that he's only here during the early game. This doesn't ruin this game though. People are just blowing smoke.
It's a red flag, which basically means keep an eye out for it. It's not a game ruiner, but it is something to keep, you know, eyes open. Because there's gonna be 6 of them, chat.
Samus, this is where space pirates killed my parents, Miles. Miles, oops.
Like, yeah, I like, my concern is that he's going to break tension at every given moment. And I think that Metroid Prime, at least from what I've played of it, kind of relies on tension a little bit.
You found something for your suit, didn't you?
Why are you spoiling what I found for my, that it's something for my suit, Miles? What I've seen people be concerned of, which is a valid concern, is that they're concerned there's going to be constant talking, constant hand-holding, and the atmosphere is going to be kind of, you know, ganked a little bit.
This is Samus Aran, bounty hunter. You know her. She's famous. You look very familiar. Betsy? What are you doing here? I worked on her back at base. I'll take a few scans. Maybe we can come back here and get her.
Okay, he is annoying me. The character is annoying. The character is annoying. I'm sorry. And sure, he doesn't talk all the time, but he talks a lot. Personally, I don't think that this will be a game breaker, especially if he might only be around for the tutorial, but I don't like this character. And I can see why some people might be concerned that he's essentially going to backseat you the entire time. Is it a deal breaker? No, it shouldn't be. People who are saying that they're not going to play it just for one character, you probably shouldn't say that. You just give the game a shot. We only have the early footage anyway. Like, at least wait for reviews to see if it's like that all the time. I personally feel like it should not be because there's 6 of these characters, so you will probably have time to interact with each one of them in, like, their own way. And I feel like Miles might be the most annoying one, but he feels like a tutorial character, but we don't know that. That's the problem. I'm personally going to wait until I see reviews to see what the game actually, you know, plays like. But I do see why people are concerned. Cause it's just, he's kind of a mood killer, you know? You're like in this desolate planet, it's isolated, it's lonely, but it's hauntingly beautiful. And then you hear a dude going, Geely, wee gee, wheelie gers, Samus, open the doors. Like, no. Conclusion, I don't like Miles. I hope that he's just a tutorial character. Hopefully he is. I do think that is a valid cause of concern in general for the Metroid franchise, to have someone in your ear constantly, but we don't know if that's going to be the case. At least let's wait until reviews are out. Okay, so Wave sent me this, and he thinks that, he says that this is a proto-Miles. Do you really think so? Samus was thinking about me, which is normal. That he's not being quippy, he's just being cute. Proto-Miles, this Proto-Miles, he seems like a normal human being who is not making quippy jokes and Marvel fucking dialogue every 2 seconds. He just seems like a normal dude. Who is this? But if this becomes a video, like, comment, subscribe. What do you guys think? I'm personally gonna wait for reviews. I'm not writing the game off just because of this. But Miles is annoying. Miles is annoying. Put your demons in the comments. Let me know. And remember to go get some G-subs with code KinkyMation for 10% off at checkout because it's delicious!